this is how. Be your best, you can do it, be your best. Bio means beauty in Japanese. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hello! And if you're coming back, thank you. Hisashibuti de gozaimasu. It's been a while since I've done a Japanese beauty episode where I tell you guys some of the latest and greatest in Japanese beauty technology. But before that, let me introduce myself. So my name is Laura and I've been living in Japan for 10 years and I recently passed the Japanese cosmetic license test. And what that means is basically I studied about this stuff in Japanese, and so I want to use that information to help you be your best. So before that, there's a couple of shout outs and thanks I want to give out. So number one, gotta give the thanks and shout out to my number one, Big G, Jesus. Jesus starts with a J, by the way, not with the G. But yeah, so I just want to give thanks to Jesus and, you know, just for another year of life. Actually, this is my birthday month. That ties into one of the thank you points later. But yes, just for another year of life and just for friends and family, my work, and just that I live in Japan and just that I'm able to do this and yeah, just share this information. Hopefully it's useful for everybody. And on topic of that, then I would also like to thank everybody. Thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed and who is watching and who comments and stuff. And like, just thank you so much. And I know I'm very consistent in my inconsistency. I want to say I'm working on it. I'm not being my best. I'm working on things, so hopefully, God willing, I can, you know, get things, I don't know, just up and running and be more frequent. So yes, thank you so much. We passed 2,000 subscribers and I'm just very grateful. Thank you so much. And yeah, I just truly hope that I can help you be your best. And then lastly, but not leastly, thank you so much. My friend, I'm not gonna mention her name because I'm not gonna put her name out there on the internet, but yeah, I do have a friend. So my friend, the product that I'm gonna tell you about today, my friend actually bought that for me for my birthday. But yeah, so long story long, thank you, Jesus. Thank you so much for my followers and thank you so much for my friend who was so gracious to buy me this product, which I've been talking about for so long. And so thank you so much. I know she watches my channel. She's a big supporter, so thank you so much. Yeah, she was like, please use this. Like, she was like, yeah, use this, but also like use this for YouTube. Very sweet. Thank you so much. So I hope that this video can exceed your expectations. But yeah, so before we get into the video, this last thing is that I do have a YesStyle code. If you're planning on purchasing anything from YesStyle and you don't have any other creators code that you want to use, it's called BeauBest9. You can check out the link in the description box down below. But yeah, so that's it. So let's get into today's video. So before we get into the product, I just want to go a little bit over like the history, I guess, of this product's company, which is Shiseido. So the product is called the Elixir. Oh, I have a Genpin bottemasu. I actually have the thing. So it's called the Elixir za serum. I think it's BeauTea za serum AA or something like that. And like, it doesn't have any kind of like text or anything around it because it gives it that kokyukan or that feeling of like, ooh, like luxury expensive. If you're wondering why the little hat is coming off like that, is because it's actually really hard. Like, essentially when I'm doing my skincare and my hands are all full of skincare, then it was kind of hard to pop it off. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave you like this. But yeah, so that's the product. And as you saw on the product, the line for that released that product is Elixir or Elixir, and the parent company of that is Shiseido. And Shiseido has been researching collagen for like 30 years. So they've been in this game for a while. Collagen is the stuff in our dermis. So we have like 3 layers. You have the epidermis, you have the dermis, and then you have the hikasoshiki, or the whatever the translation of the hikasoshiki is over here. And then collagen is one of the things that gives our skin that firminess and that bounciness. So Shiseido has a butt ton of like different lines and stuff. And one of the brands that they really put a lot of their collagen research results into is that Elixir line. And so next is, what is the big deal with this product? I referenced 2 videos in this video. One of them is this video by Kazunosuke. I refer to him a lot in my channel. And then also Tomori Arata sensei, who is a Japanese dermatologist. I will put the links down below so you can check that out. So one of the biggest things that's causing a real buzz around this product, to the point where even before it got sold, like it was like selling out. Like they had so many pre-orders, I guess, because people were just like, oh my gosh, we want it. And so one of the reasons that causes the biggest buzz is Baisoku Essence technology, or the 2 times speed essence technology. And so based on this video, my boy, who don't know who my boy, Kazunosuke, so it seems that this serum has this ingredient called Shiseido, and so that ingredient is supposed to be released into the skin to its designated area 2 times faster than, for example, a product that wouldn't have this technology. So essentially it's like you put on your skin and the technology that is in this product will help just the ingredients that are supposed to get in there even faster than a product that wouldn't have that technology. You know what I'm saying? I'm editing Laura here and I'm watching that back and I'm like, that did not make no sense. So essentially, think of the Shiseido as the ingredient, and then think of it being like 2 cars. So the Shiseido in this product they put the 2 times whatever technology is a faster car, so it's like an F1 car, versus if this Koakishimaido was in another product that didn't have that technology, it would just be like a regular car. So you have F1 really fast car versus a regular car, and so obviously the F1 car is going to get faster to its destination. I hope that makes sense. And so Kazunosuke also mentioned that he was saying, he's like, I wonder if it's that technology is applied all across the board or just to this Koakishimaido. He's like, I think it's probably like all of the ingredients, but like there's no way to verify that because the company didn't touch on anything. So he's just like, I'm just wondering. So getting back to that ingredient, the Koakishimaido, and the name on the package is the Hidorokishi Etilen Urea. And my boy don't know who my boy, he goes off. But basically, aside from researching collagen, Shiseido has also been doing a lot of research on the kiteimaku, and the kiteimaku is called the basement layer. So again, remember we have these different layers on our face. So the epidermis is the topmost layer, and at the bottom of the epidermis you have this layer called the basement layer, and it's a super thin membrane that's between the epidermis and the dermis. So it also helps to pass information between the epidermis and the dermis, and it helps to carry nutrients from the dermis to the epidermis, and then carry rohaibutsu or waste products through the membrane as well. So all of this to say that it's a pretty important little membrane. So apparently the kiteimaku, or the basement membrane, there are like stem cells lined up on top of there, is what I think they found out in the research. So if the basement membrane is working properly, then this helps like the stem cells to do their job, so they can become the cells that we need them to become, and that just helps you stay, just to keep that level of beautifulness, you feel me? So basically, if your basement membrane is working properly and doing a good job, then this will be good for skin firmness, elasticity, and even help with skin moisture and the wrinkling. But as the name suggests, it's locked away in the basement of our face, so it's hard to get to. And so apparently Shiseido has been working on how to do something about this little membrane that could unlock amazing anti-aging benefits for the future. So apparently what they found is that the basement membrane can tear, and this tearing not only leads to hyperpigmentation on the skin, but tears can also be connected to creating wrinkles. So basically, Koakishimaido is an ingredient that is created to prevent the basement layer from getting tore up from the floor up. Also, Kazunosuke shared the information that Shiseido found on at least one of the reasons why the basement layer gets torn, and I'm gonna give you a second guess. Go ahead, pull out your little keyboard and let me know what you think it is. So if you guessed sun damage, that would be correcto mundo. So that's not the only reason, but that is one of the reasons. So do make sure to wear your sunscreen and sun protection thingies like hats and umbrellas if you have them. So anyway, our dude, Koakishimaido, his role in all of this is to come and block the enzymes that would come and ravage our face basement. So if I'm to summarize what I just said, basically, we got this worker in our face basement, and this guy plays an important role in keeping the skin running smoothly and looking nicely. And for some reason, the sun has put a hit out on our face basement hostage, and he will send him powerful rays to try and weaken the guy. And the UV rays cause the release of these enzymes that they come like the devil in John 10:10 to steal, kill, and destroy this hardworking guy in the basement. But the elixir serum comes to help block the evil work of these enzymes. So and to help protect the dude in your face basement. Does that make sense? Did that make sense? Or what was the word salad that I said before make more sense? Anyway. The following information I got from Tomori Arata sensei's video. In this video, she goes into detail about how the basement membrane has this component called laminin 511. And so this plays an important role in creating the stem cells, which I mentioned earlier. And so according to her video, the Koakishimaido helps to take care of and prevent the breakdown of laminin 511, which is related to the stem cells near our face basement, which is related to skin turnover, which is related to looking youthful. You know what I'm saying? So in addition to that, the basement layer also be telling apparently the dermis what to do. Basement layer dude over here be like, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And so the dermis is the second layer of our face, essentially where most of the collagen and elastin can be found. And remember, the dude in the basement layer, he sends this command in the form of growth factor called PDGFBB. And then this causes fibroblasts to produce collagen and elastin, which helps increase the firminess and the bounciness of the skin. So basically, to sum up the above, think of this guy that works at the face basement. He also apparently works as a marketing agent for the club that is your face. And then the dermis, which is the second layer of the club, because we got these, Japanese style like clubs, you have like layers to this. And so in the second layer, or the second floor goer of the club, we have the collagen and the elastin. That's the party goers. And so the face basement guy working for marketing, he uses one of his marketing tools called PDGF-BB. And then this growth factor then tells the fibroblasts, and these are the cells that make collagen and elastin, to produce more of these club goers. And so you end up getting more collagen and elastin in the club, and the club starts getting more people. So the club that is your face starts getting a little more tight. And so your face starts looking a little more tight. Does that make sense? does that example work better? So I don't know how relatable that example is for people who were not club rats in like the early 2010s, but there you go. Hope that helps. So basically, it's an anti-aging serum, and then in addition to that, it also is an iyaku, which is again is a quasi drug, and the active ingredient is that in tranexamic acid. So in Japan, in order to be able to be labeled as a quasi drug, you need to be able to show that your product has X amount of percentage of a certain active ingredient. I don't know exactly what the percentage is, but for example, let's say that the Japanese government was like, hey, based on the data, we need 4% of tranexamic acid because that's what the data shows that is helping with like brightening and evening the skin tone. And so then the company, whatever company it is that makes that quasi drug, they would have to put that exact amount of that ingredient into that product. So you almost have like a, they always say it's like a, you have kind of like a guarantee because it's based on data essentially. But yeah, but I don't know exactly what that number is, but it does have the amount of tranexamic acid that is required to be an iyaku. So it also has skin brightening effects. But I think that more interestingly than the skin brightening effects are definitely the super interesting anti-aging effects. But yeah, so that's it for today's video. Basically, technology in this product honestly sounds so amazing and so interesting, and I don't hear a lot of talk about pairing the basement layer or the basement membrane or like ingredients that work on the basement membrane in Western. Admittedly, I don't consume as much media, social media and stuff around that, so maybe I'm just ignorant to that fact, but I honestly think it's a super amazing product. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much again to my friend for giving me that product. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I can't wait to use it. And yeah, as always, oh, and I gotta show you guys the bag. This is her. Look at her in all her glory. Yeah, so this is her, and then my friend is so sweet, and she got me, so the product came in the Shiseido bag, which is really pretty. And honestly, it's just like a shopping bag, but I kind of want to use this just by itself. And then she's super like, I would say joshiroku takai. Joshiroku is like, I guess if you translate it literally, it's like woman strength or woman power, but it just means like people who have, I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna put something up here. But yeah, and then she put it into like this little thing, and then you pull that out, and then it was like this thing right here, and yeah, that's like the product. So I'm so excited. Thank you again so much. It was so pretty. She wrapped it up so nice. But yeah, if you have any questions or any comments, please leave them down below in the comment section. I know I'm not super consistent, but I do be watching, my eyes on the prize, and I do keep eyes on comments. So I'm trying, hopefully I will be a little bit more consistent moving forward with, you know, getting closer to 2025. But yeah, as always, I hope you have a great day. Remember, God bless and be your best.